everybody, it's me again. It's your friend, Mr. Brandon Anders, otherwise known in a previous life as Mr. Wine Whoopee, but that's not who I am anymore these days. But I am reviewing craft beer now, if you haven't already noticed. But anyways, we are going to do another beer review this evening. It is Tuesday, the 23rd of June. We're in June. Wow, we're almost into July. Do you believe that we're about halfway through the baseball season? That's just incredible. Just baffles my mind. I think we're just about 80 games in so far, and thank God the Yankees won tonight. You know, we've lost the last three to some really garbage teams, but hey, you know, we don't have a bullpen. You know, we're missing Judge, we're missing Grisham, you know, we're missing Freed, you know, but we're making do. Somehow, some way, this offense is making do. This bullpen of ours is making do. I don't know how, but we're making do. So, anyways, the beer I wanted to share tonight is from an incredible brewery in Northern California, in Capitola, just up near Santa Cruz. We're going to be reviewing Sante Adairius Exquisite Vibrations. I freaking love this can art. This is so pretty. It's really giving me green cheek vibes. But it is a hazy IPA, and it's made with my favorite hop in the entire world, Nelson Sauvin, with my Waimea hops. So per the label, it's 6.8% ABV, and it was canned on May 26th. So, wow, this is almost a month old. Yeah, today's the 23rd. We're just under a month. So, anyways, this was in the freezer. I really hope this thawed out. I don't recommend you doing this. I just did it because I wanted to get the beer cold, but we're going to see if there's any chunks in this, and I really hope there's not. So, anyways. And it doesn't look like there is, thank God. All right. Beautiful color, beautiful can art. Oh my God, this smells so good. Wow, look at that color. See that color right there? Anyways, again, Nelson and Waimea hops, New Zealand hops. So, cheers, guys. Ooh, aromatics smell great. It smells like classic Nelson, which to me has got, it goes beyond gooseberries. I've never had a gooseberry in my entire life. I don't know what a gooseberry really is. You know, maybe I don't get out very much in the world, but to me, Nelson always truthfully, you know, smells like, you know, a dank version of Sauvignon Blanc. You know, like if a little bit of, you know, Kush, you know, aromas and what have you were kind of sprinkled on, you know, a bed of Sauvignon Blanc grapes. Like, to me, that's what Nelson is like. It's just like a little bit dank. It's almost got like a little bit of like a sweaty armpit kind of, you know, smell to it, you know, which is really gross when you think about it. But anyways, pungent, you know, fruity, you know, zesty, you know, that's what Nelson is to me. So cheers, guys. This is really cold, but it tastes really good. I think I'm able to judge the beer pretty well with this. Yeah, it's got a really thick mouthfeel to it. For 6.8, it's got a really kind of weighty mouthfeel to it. I don't know if that's just because of its being cold a little bit, but it's got a grapey kind of characteristic to it. It is vinous. It's floral. got a very kind of floral nose, not too dissimilar from the, from the profile of the can art, but yeah, it's got a very flowery kind of nose to it. But it's really lovely. I don't really get to drink these beers too often. We don't really get them distributed much down here in the Central Coast, specifically here in the Sante Adairius Valley. But I've been to the brewery. I've been to the Portal, which is in Santa Cruz. Excuse me. I was there last year in May. Oh my God, that trip was so good. Just reflecting on that now, just thinking back to that time. My assistant winemaker and friend Courtney and her husband were getting married up in the Santa Cruz Mountains. One of the best weddings I've ever been to. Like, seriously, it was just so gorgeous to be up in the redwoods, and it was in Ben Lomond. I just learned that that's the proper way to pronunciate. I always called it Ben Lomond. I don't know if that's just my New Yorker in me, but it's called Ben Lomond. But anyways, it was in Ben Lomond, and it was just so isolated and just so intimate and pure, and it was just beautiful. It was just an absolutely wonderful, wonderful wedding. I was so blessed to be a part of that. But pre-gaming wise, me and my bosses, we went to the Portal, and we had some what they call deconstructed Detroit style pizza, which they serve in their tap room there. It was delicious. Yeah, we crushed a bunch of, lagers and pilsners and hoppy pilsners and hazy IPAs and hazy West Coast IPAs and stuff. It was a great time. It was a great time. So I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Sante. They also make incredible sours too. Yeah, those are not to be missed. I've only had a couple of them, and the ones that I've had have just been gorgeous, just so pretty and lifted and aromatic, and just really, really wonderful expressions of the style. I love saison. I love wild ales. I just think they're very magical. So they almost have a lot in common with wine in a way, but as it warms up a little bit, it's also a really kind of breezy night here in the Central Coast. It's a lovely, lovely evening. Not a cloud in the sky. The moon is not quite a crescent moon. It's like a half moon. It's like if somebody, put their hands in a cookie jar and just cut it in half. That's what the moon looks like tonight. But it is a beautiful evening. Anyway, this is a lovely beer. What's so funny is when I do these reviews, I don't really do ratings. I don't know why. I just like to talk about the beer. I like to analyze the aromatics, the color, the perception of the beer, the flavors, what have you. I don't know. I'm not into rating, a beer. I guess, if I had to rate this beer, we'll just say out of 5. We'll use the Untapped scale. I'm probably going to rate this anywhere between 4.25 and probably 4.5. This is absolutely everything that I want in hazy IPA. The ABV is perfect. The mouthfeel, the weight, the structure of the beer is perfect for 6.8%. Yeah, the label art is incredible. Like I said, it gave me green cheek vibes. Yeah, this is pretty much an almost perfect beer for me. And obviously I have a bias towards Nelson hops. So this is quite lovely. I'm stoked to be drinking this. Thank you, Brady, for sharing this with me. Yeah, that is Exquisite Vibrations. Yes, and I'm definitely getting exquisite vibrations from this beer. Oh. And as always, the hop burps are delicious. So that is Sante Adairius, Exquisite Vibrations. Cheers. I don't have a comment section here. I really don't have very much engagement right now. So if I post this and anybody wants to talk about this beer or just talk about beer in general, I'd be happy to engage with that. So that's the review. Cheers, guys.